Oh my god. I just realized there was no music playing this entire time. I thought I had the music playing, guys. I look like a light bulb today. And we're just gonna have to ignore that. I look like a light bulb, an actual light bulb. Oh, good heavens. Okay. Whatever. Hello, light bulb. Hello, black light. Hi, everyone. Welcome into chat. Guys, we have so much to talk about this time. Last time I got really boring. My bad. Hello, everyone. Welcome in, first time yapper. I wish I could change it from first time chatter to first time yapper. If you are a yapper or you like yap content, you've come to the right place. Hi, Joseph Soros. Hi, Lawrence. Hi, Christian Grunge. Hi, Ross the Boss. Hi, Isa, Ondo. Yapping about this adventure. What is this? Adventure Time? Slay. Hi, Beyblade. I thought I went mute for a second. Dude, I thought I had music playing. My computer's acting really weird, and I think this is my sign to definitely replace parts of my computer soon and figure out what's wrong with it. I built my computer so that when I run into issues, I know how to fix it. But I've been far too lazy to find time to fix my computer. First, too much adult materials on your computer. Hi, Fred Vans. I was trying to say deaf, not mute. Oh, I didn't even catch that anyway, so you're good. Hi, Gooner Girl. Hello. Hello. Hi, Clayman. Hi, Pixel. Hi, Joe. Guys, so much to yap about. Where do I begin? Okay. Ooh. This week, have felt the most inspired, like, hopeful for my future than I have in so long. To give you context for that, the past, I've always been very optimistic, but the last, 4 months, I've been, I don't want to even say pessimistic, but it was like optimism burnout. Like, I just got burnt out from being optimistic. And sorry about my computer. Hold on. It's because all these tabs are open. Hold on. Sorry, computer. It's trying to turn into a helicopter. Okay, it's calming down. Yes, it's a kitten on my shorts. Your PC turned into a diesel. I did not get engaged. Carmaxlla's tombstone, the inscription, I've been far too lazy. Yes, I've been so lazy about this computer. There's always something to yap about. So true, but this week more than the average amount to yap about. I have 3 solid yapping topics right now on the top of my head. So, yeah. But the past couple, I don't know if you guys relate. Have you guys ever gotten like optimism burnout? Like, wow, I've been so optimistic so long, and it's really like there's no reason to be optimistic anymore. Everything sucks. And I kind of just was like, you know what? And it wasn't even like I give up. It was more like it was like I gave up. I was like, huh. You know what? Maybe I'm destined to not be so great. Because growing up, I had high expectations for myself and where I saw myself. Right now, I would be, 12-year-old me thought I would be a millionaire. And I thought it'd be so much further down the line. And that has made me so sad because it's like a lot of times we let the expectations of our 13, 12-year-old self who doesn't understand stuff about life really make us feel not great about ourselves and where we are. The Yahoos. First topic, Ross had a job interview. You had a job interview? Guys, you should tell me about your weeks. I want to hear. Bro, you're doing a lot better than what 12-year-old me thought I would be doing right now. What did 12-year-old you think that you would be doing at this age? I thought I would genuinely be a millionaire. I thought I'd be a pro skateboarder. Don't listen to 12-year-old self. That's true. I think that the lesson here is don't listen to the version of us that didn't really understand a lot of stuff about life and what can happen. 12-year-old me didn't know that burnout was a thing. 12-year-old me didn't know that like life happens, there's setbacks, um things can happen to you that set you back. Yeah, she didn't know taxes exist. I know exactly. 12-year-old you didn't know all these things. So don't hold yourself to the version of yourself that you just expected. Don't put like hold yourself to those expectations, because in a way it's like good. It's like, wow, like I pushed myself and I got to where I wanted to be, but most of us are not going to get to the place we thought we would be. Maybe like some prodigies out there. There's definitely people out there who have insane amounts of accomplishments. Good for them. Good for them at young ages. First, show us a younger pic. Dude, just picture two separated. There was miles between my two front teeth. Miles. You could fit a mattress between there. Like a credit card. I wanted to be a garbage truck driver when I was 5. I'm doing pretty good. You set realistic expectations. Good. I love gap teeth, really? I got braces to fix my gap teeth. What was your 12-year-old plan to secure millions, Carmaxlla? Dude, I could have sworn I had a plan. I could have sworn I had a really solid plan. I was a little planner. And I can't remember what my plan was, but I had a little plan. But obviously, it probably wasn't realistic. Bye, Kyle loves art. Were you able to open cans with those gap teeth? Dude, I probably could have put me on the front lines and I could kill 2 people at a time with them. I was like a wood chipper. I saw some girl that was interested in work this week. At work this week. We both work there, but she hasn't been there in a long time. I thought she quit. We haven't talked in a while. I had a little heart attack. Yee, that's the feeling of being alive, son. That little heart attack you felt, that's the feeling of being alive. That's the feeling to live for. Do you think you're gonna talk to her? Probably ripping people off at the same time is not being realistic. Stonks, hi Armadillo Rodeo. Okay, so today I'm gonna talk about a handful of things. Let's see. Do I even bother organizing it, or do I just begin to yap? How high have you been recently? Dude, I haven't even done a substance in weeks, months even. I haven't smoked or drank or anything. I didn't used to regularly smoke or anything, but I did regularly drink, and I haven't drank in a long time. Where's your matcha? Okay. Alex C. Smith, you're so conversative, inclusive in the chat. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, I felt hopeful. How's Martin? He's doing well. He's at work right now. Matcha substance abuse. Martin died? Good heavens. Well, the reason I felt hopeful is because I'm beginning to see hope. Yes, that's why I'm feeling hopeful. I'm feeling hopeful because I'm beginning to see things looking up for me. And especially mindset-wise, I changed my mindset in a lot of ways. No, I didn't just change it. I'm actively changing it. And hi, lovely. Welcome in the chat. I'm glad you like my videos. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, okay. Basically, my clothing line, I have finally decided to crack it. I'm going to be cracking my clothing line open. Like a little helpless quail egg. I'm going to be cracking it open. And this is a project that I have been wanting to do for genuinely a decade. If you don't know, essentially, I have been like, oh, so if you don't know, essentially, my dad, tried to start a clothing brand in 2002. And the clothing brand was like heavily based off of me. It's kind of funny. Like they named the clothing brand after me, and made it this whole thing. But they bought a ton of inventory, and then didn't sell it. I never really asked the full story on why it didn't sell, but it just did not sell. And I think there was a lot of business dealings that went on, marketing. There was probably like I don't even want to speculate. I don't even know what was happening here, but it had fallen apart, and it essentially left us with. Do you think maybe it was you? I ruined the family business. Were the designs good or bad objectively? Well, I'm gonna get into that in a second. If you asked me this before I saw them in person for the first time in 22 years, I would have said objectively bad. But I've genuinely had a change of heart about it. So, so now there's a ton of inventory. So, okay, sorry. I'm not even being linear in this right now. I'm sorry for how I'm not being, sorry, I'm like blinking out here. Okay, so yeah, we have like thousands and thousands of clothes that are 2002 vintage drip. Yes, exactly what you said, says Pinlob. 2002 vintage drip, I have thousands of them. Thousands. Literally thousands. And not thousands, okay, I just exaggerated. Probably 1 or 2,000. It feels like thousands and billions. But, so, we've had those clothes since before I was born. And I wore them throughout my life. Keep in mind, a lot of these clothes I just like kept for myself and wore them, and I wore them my entire life, and they have not worn. There's no wear and tear. The only wear and tear is when I like literally snagged my shirt on stuff. But the clothes are still good to this day. Like, they're high quality clothes, high quality vintage drip. The material is like this soft, like stretchy, bouncy, flowy material. It's like the most satisfying material I could ever imagine. If I ever made my own clothing brand, like a separate from that, I would literally go to the ends of the earth to find a manufacturer who can manufacture that type of clothing again. And used by you, I'll take 100. Oh my gosh. Guys, I swear this isn't just my sales pitch. I'm gonna be very honest about what the downside I think of the clothes are, which I think might be the designs. I think some of the designs are really, really amazing. And some of them, wait, I'll get into that in a second. At first, I really didn't like the designs. I always said that was the downside, was the actual designs themselves. And then I saw them in person, and I had a huge change of heart. Hi, Royal LML. I remember, trashy clothing is kitschy and doesn't make sense. Usually has ugly text and bad graphics. I truly hope that wasn't the designs. Well, I'm going to do a stream this week. I have actually to do some work before I can like show you the designs, because for safety reasons, it's hard to explain. But I'm going to show you the designs this week, guys. Yeah, legal stuff. There's some legal stuff I have to actually figure out before I can actually just be showing designs on the stream. But it's like Y2K, but it's classy Y2K, I would say. It's on the classier side. Hi, Ghostly Fawn. I'm doing well. For safety reasons, with clothes radioactive. It's kind of like... Actually, I'm not going to say it on stream. But yeah, we'll just say the clothes are radioactive right now. For some safety reasons. But okay, so anyways, so yeah, I have all this inventory, all of this Y2K inventory of women's clothes. Just call me Raymond. Okay. and I want to do something with it. Anyways, so me and Martin decided to go down on a random Friday and go through the clothes and make sure that they were in good condition and that moths did not eat the clothes. I was worried that the clothes would be mildew. Hi, Emma Woods! I was worried that the clothes could have mildew on them or moths ate them. They're 22 years old, and then they were sitting in a storage unit for 10 years. All of these clothes were fine. I went and checked on them, and they were doing well. In fact, I'm vlogging it, and I don't think I'm gonna YouTube upload this vlog. I'm thinking about starting a TikTok account that's like dedicated to the vlog of me going through this process. I think that'd be really fun to like vlog the process of this. So we've made a lot of like vlog footage for that. Get free labor out of the lad. Exactly. He filmed the whole thing and then he did all the manual labor, so that's perfect. So we drove down there. It was a 5-hour drive. Then we got to the storage unit. We saw my old hometown. Martin couldn't believe where I was from. He couldn't believe what my hometown looked like. He's like, I don't know what I was expecting, but I did not expect this. Those extra holes are popular. The moths add potential. That's true. I'll say they were silkworm moths. And they were creating silk. What was the hometown? Well, the hometown, to like put it the best way, it's like in the mountains, but it looks like a Windows home screen. Like a Windows screensaver is what it looked like. It was very majestical. And yeah, he is Georgian. Martin's really into the idea of mountains, and he couldn't believe like what it looked like. He was in shock by this. But anyways, yeah, shirt off. Don't worry, his shirt was off the entire time as he commanded it. And also my whole hometown is like stuck in 2003. It's literally stuck in the early 2000s. Like nothing has changed. I just can't believe that there's certain parts of America that are like normal and advanced and like up to date, and then there's some towns that you can go into that are literally ancient relics of time that have not changed for like 30 years, decades. I like nothing has changed in my hometown. They put up an Arby's and a Chipotle and a couple other new things, but other than that, thank God for the Chipotle. I went to the Chipotle though that was in my town, and they had like it was like bald Chipotle. They had corn with like, you know, the corn salsa? It was the corn salsa in question had no salsa. It was just corn. And I don't think they even had salsa options or pico de gallo. It was like no spicy food allowed. I'm like, wow. I'm not surprised that spicy food doesn't even like sell here. I mean, look at the people. Sorry, that was a generalization of the people in my hometown. But what I'm saying is they just seem like they had no flavor. And but like it was funny. People, they told me I'm painful bladder syndrome and I will have to go back after a while. Emma, no! Oh my gosh, Emma. How do you feel about that? That's basically what they told me. Wow, we are painful bladder syndrome warriors. Oh wait, I need to get this. Hello? Where is my whiteboard? Oh, it's over here. Sorry guys, I forgot that the whiteboard was a thing. Okay, the whiteboard. We stand in solidarity, Emma. When I cried a lot, but it's okay. Girl, oh my gosh. Were you crying out of pain or because of the diagnosis? Emma, we stand together. I need to let go of a lot of things so it doesn't trigger harsh pain. That's what Emma, I cut out coffee for a while, and then I drank 1 cup of coffee again the next last night, no, a few days ago, because I was driving and I desperately needed coffee. And when I did that for 2 days straight, my bladder pain came back extremely harsh for 2 days straight. So, yeah, it requires you to cut out a lot from your diet. My doctor said that you can go in and get, like, a treatment for it every week. I'm like, dude, I do not want to treat my bladder. I don't want to do a catheter every week. I know I've been told I look like a character from Lord of the Rings, specifically Gollum by my grandma. She said that. Shay is here. Is there something sparkly on my butt? Oh, it says miss me on my butt. I found Peak. Hi, Skating Nate. Hi. I'm so sorry, Emma, that you have pain. I literally was crying on the way back from my doctor's appointment when they said these things. I was like, there's no way. Hi, NXC TXRN. So you cry a lot. Dude, I haven't cried in a while, but I definitely cried when that happened. Is the mosquito still in here? Well, okay, so, yeah, we went back to the hometown. We went to my childhood ice cream parlor, and then we went to the storage unit. The storage unit was packed full of stuff. We got out 30 plus boxes, like containers of clothes, and stacked them all up in the we brought a van to stack everything up in. It was a big van, like a kidnapper's van, and stacked it all to the rim, and that was not enough room. There was more than like 2/3 more of boxes left, maybe even 3/4 left of clothes. There's so much clothes. But the fantastic news is, oh wait, let me read this. It kind of clashes with my caffeine medication I take for my hypersomnic illness, so I'm genuinely cooked between unbearable fatigue or bladder pain. Dude, Emma, there has to be a way. There has to be something that's like a happy medium. Like, there has to be something that you can take. I'm still basically drinking matcha all the time. It could be causing problems still, because my pain hasn't gone away fully. But it's what I'm doing to help with the pain. As far as, like, caffeine medication, I don't know how that works, but maybe there has to be something. I'm so sorry. That is so stressful. Hi, Renan. I take Adderall for my narcolepsy. Dude, I really hope that you find something. Hypersomnic illness, my new rabbit hole unlocked. Renan! Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Thank you so much, Renan. So what's your problem, basically? My problem? My painful bladder problem is what you're asking? Is that what you're asking? Also, guys, I was low-key I don't want to say slimed out, but low-key slimed out. I need to tell you my slime out story today. It's not that big of a deal. It's actually a great thing that it happened. But, hi, Renan. Thank you so much for giving me a sub. Squamish ass hair! You went back to the sticks? Yes, went back to the sticks to get my stuff. So, slime out, uncontrollable drooling. Slime out means, like, you were screwed over. You go to see a urologist. That's a specialist. You know who I'm going to go see, Emma Woods? I'm going to go see a gynecologist. I think it's like gyno urologist. A sub gets your name on the whiteboard. Yeah, if you sub or gift a sub or anything, 500 bits or $5 also can get your name on the whiteboard. Basically anything that's $5. Like a sub, like $5 sub, you know. I don't need to explain this, sorry. I'm over explaining. But Gyno-urologist. Gyno-ur. Because like a gynecologist, urologist, I'm wondering if there's like a pelvic disorder involved or something. I was actually diagnosed with a pelvic disorder, and I never knew it. It was just like in my health records, and I went to go. I'm like, okay, does this happen to anyone else? You'll go to a doctor. They'll say nothing's wrong with you, but then you go and you check your papers, and they have like actually fully diagnosed you with something, and it's like, and then you look into that condition, and you're like, oh, that explains everything. Why didn't they just tell me this? Maggie, thank you so much for gifting us up to Jackie Bells. Thank you so much, Jackie Bells, for gifting us up to Jackie Bells. Mad GTV. I'm gonna push through because I'm low-key that bitch. We're gonna push through this, Emma. We will, or $500. We will get through this. Thank you, Mad GTV. I'll pay $20 to remove Renon's name. We actually made that a rule that we can't do because people have actually tried to do that in the past. We will get through this. They want to make money off your conditions. I know. One of my conditions meant like your pelvic floor is so cooked that like it's like spasming all the time, and it's like, I forgot what it was called, but it's like tight muscle problem. Essentially, they're saying too tight for this too tight for this world, they say. I am. Hi, Magic West, welcome in the chat. But dude, it's actually super painful problem, man. That tight that it's actually not like people are like, oh, tight. No, it's actually like your muscles are spasming, and it's extraordinarily painful. It's like muscle pain. It's horrible. Sometimes I realize my health isn't so bad after all. Thank you, Magic West. What's up?
Hey, there's no time to rest.
So, you know how I feel about that sound damage ink. Where was I, guys? What was I talking about? Okay, so anyways, we go down there and we realize that we've been hit with the fullest storage unit on American soil. The storage unit was packed full, and it was a large storage unit. It was packed full with the remnants of my old house, like the floorboards and the beams. I'm kidding, it wasn't, but that's what it seemed like. There was a bunch of wood in there. A lot of it was like the all the storage of the furniture from my old house. But I was like, open the thing, and there's just a bunch of beams and wood. And did they dismantle the house and put it in the storage unit? It's an ad break. What were you saying? Oh my gosh, the ads. Are the ads over? So, I know I did get flashbacks. So, anyways, but then there were boxes. There were boxes and boxes and boxes full of clothes. And I began to go through them and just make sure that the clothes were in good conditions. First of all, they were not eaten by moths. Second of all, they were not mildewy. There was a few boxes that I think I'm going to take to get mass dry cleaned and then re-tagged and refolded and ironed and everything. Because, just in case, because the boxes weren't like super securely. I don't know, I just want to wash them just in case. But I was talking about my bat cave. But, we ended up getting a good amount of these clothes back to Maryland. And I have another trip to do this week or next week. I'm going to go back down there and finish the job. But it gave me so much hope because I'm like, dude, there is so much potential here. I thought the clothes sucked from, like, not only my memory of the clothes. Well, actually, no, that's not true. I thought, like, half the designs were opium. Like, opium. Like, half of these designs would go triple platinum in this day and age. Like, better than anything I would be able to buy anywhere else. Like, I'm glazing some of these designs, but, like, for my own personal style, I thought these designs were actually opium. And, the clothes are made of opium. No! So, but then there were some designs that I was like, what am I going to do with these? I even, like, considered the idea of a liquidator. But then I got there, and I was presented with a vision of how I could, like, market this aesthetic and even the ugly clothes. I was actually going to trash the clothes and liquidate the ones that I thought looked bad. Because I'm thinking, like, oh, Y2K grunge. But some of them were just, like, polka dots and stripes and, like, da-da-da-da and flowers. And I was like, what am I going to do with polka dots and stripes and flowers? And then I was hit with the actual most brilliant idea of a style that I've never seen in my life. It was like something never made before. It was like I've never seen anyone do this before. I've never seen a clothing brand of this style, but I've certainly seen girls try to replicate this style. Certainly, like, I follow, like, fashion influencers, models, stuff like that, and it's like I'll or like, you know, people who have their own little style going on, or they'll do thrifting content and put together, like, cool tough fits. Dude, I realize it's the style people want, but there's nowhere to go get this style. And I was like, oh my gosh, it like came to me in a vision. It was like, okay, I'm gonna, like, try to explain it to you guys. I came up with maybe a new aesthetic. Wait, let me, and when I tell you guys it, you're not gonna understand yet. You guys aren't gonna understand it yet, but you'll understand it soon. Okay, you know what? Fruitiger? Is it Fruitiger? How do you pronounce that? Iro? Fruitiger Iro? Did I say that right? I don't know. I'm going to just say it, though. Fruitiger Iro mixed with the digital sunset color pop purple, pink, and orange tone sunset aesthetic. I saw God. And that might not make any sense to you guys now, but when you see it in action, just know, like, maybe, like, months from now, you're gonna see it and you're gonna be like, oh good heavens, this is something I've never seen before. Incredible. And I know I did just miss Coachella. Yeah, my third eye opened. Yeah, actual new vintage clothes you can charge for sure. Yeah. The good news is, for a lot of people, this is like thrifting. It's on the same ethical level of thrifting because I'm not manufacturing these clothes. It's already made clothes. It's like recycling. So, yeah, my pineal gland opened. This is how yes, I am literally Kanye West. I am literally Kanye West. Okay, no. Joint hypermobility isn't so bad. Try many, on the other hand. But I'm not gonna. Oh no, you. I don't. Wait, let me look that up. What that is, Shay. Wait. Do you have hypermobility, Shay? Like me? It's a nerve problem? Oh my god. That's horrible. I'm so sorry. Found $11 in my wallet today. I spend. God, that's terrible. People pay thousands for clothes. Might as well try. It could be. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So even if it sucks, like even okay, say like worst case scenario, all of this sucks, and like genuinely not one person can get behind this, and like and everyone hates me, and then I get thrown in a ditch and then lit on fire because my clothes are so ugly. Um, it's better to try than to just let it sit there and do nothing. Like genuinely, I'd just be so much happier with myself if I just like tried to do something than not do something at all. And the old me, not the old me, by the old me I mean me like a couple months ago, I like had this thing where like I'm afraid to fail so bad that I won't even try. Like and it makes me seem lazy. And I've always thought I was lazy, but in reality I'm just really, really scared of failure. Yeah, Squabishaw. Oh, thank you, Squabdishaw. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I feel so good that I'm even trying it, even if it like didn't do well. I would just be happy that I did it. Like I would just be happy that I like did something and that I'm gonna like be more proud of myself for doing something than being scared that I'm not doing something. Like I'd be so much more disappointed in myself if I did nothing at all than if I tried and failed. You know what they say, the mosquito that drinks the blood on the testicle gets the softest slap. They do say that, don't they? That's beautiful. We have a philosopher in chat named Lot Fee 3. Get this man a pen and paper. Write something for us. Write something great and mystical for us. The meeting of health issue girls. We have so many health issue girls in the chat. The crowd is confused. Come on, I suspect you think the designs are still ugly. If so, consider selling them to people with no taste. There are plenty. I honestly, I don't think that they're great, and I don't think that they're ugly. But I would wear them, certainly. I would certainly wear them. Like, if I saw these, a lot of them I would buy. The pants designs, I'm gonna just guess the pant designs. The pant designs are unfortunately opium. There's no part of me that even thinks that the pants are close to ugly. The pants are, like... better than you could ever imagine. To put it lightly. I don't know. I think that, like... I don't think that the designs are ugly. There's these, like, 2 dresses, though, I hate. There's some dresses in there that I think are ugly, I'm not gonna lie. But I think that I'm still gonna try to sell them because people might see something in them that I don't. The dresses, I mean. Opium is like, I don't know. I think I don't know where I got the word opium, but it's kind of like, opium is like platinum, like triple platinum. It's gone triple platinum. I don't know if opium. Are you gonna slap not a gooner on them? I should. Oh, okay. So I'm not a gooner. I'm about to change what is it called? Manufacturers, and then I'm going to open that back up again and promote it better. I take every time Carmaxlla loses concentration, I take a shot. I'm toast. Dude, this is not the stream to do that with. That's full inebriation within the first 15 minutes. Be careful. Is opium really a drug? I don't even know where I got that word from. I think I saw it on a reel. Or from Will. Oh, Will is genuinely my funniest friend. I want him to come on stream one day. I asked him how he felt about coming on stream, and he's like a Bugatti in a garage. He's like gold underground. Like nobody gets to like see his talents. It's like he has this hidden talent of being extremely hilarious. Like my friend Will is literally on the same level as Theo Von. I'm not even joking, and I think very highly of like Theo Von's humor. This guy is like as funny as Theo Von. He's like a built-in comedian. He's like the funniest person I know, and I need him to like stream or be on a stream. Once he was playing video games in the room with us, and I was trying to work, but I wasn't even mad. I was like dying laughing at all of the stuff he was saying on the game. I wish I could like quote it. I don't remember what he was saying, but I was like in tears listening to someone play video games. I don't care about video games. He's like rain on your wedding day. I thought Will was No, Will is not dangerous. Will is not bad. We have a joke that Will's a bad influence. He's a great influence. Baby Kyla, thank you so much for subscribing 51 months. Baby Kyla. Baby Kyla. Oh wait, I want to do pink. What am I doing? Am I the devil? Have I been possessed by the devil writing Kyla's name in a name that is not pink? If you want to know a life hack in life for getting gifts from people, if you're like, no one ever buys me gifts that I like, make like a brand of yourself and make it very known. Like, I'm the girl who likes watermelon and ladybugs and all things red and green. Or black, I guess. Ladybugs are black as well. I like all things ladybugs and watermelon. Now you're going to get millions and millions of gifts of ladybug and watermelon. Kyla is like all things Hello Kitty, pink, and cute. So every time I see something pink, cute, Hello Kitty, I want to get her it. Kyla has like a brand. Baby Kyla! Hi, Kyla! Keep the goon line and the opium line separate to not disappoint the family. So correct. Do you fuck with guys who drop jokes mid-action in the bedroom? Yeah, that's the best. Dude, I have a friend who said, like, he was talking about the most embarrassing thing he ever did in the bedroom, and I thought it would be pretty bad. I was expecting such a horrible thing. I'm not gonna repeat it because he's gonna watch this and be offended that I, like, went to share it on stream, but it was basically he made a joke, and it was, like, such a jarring joke, but it was so funny, and I was like, dude, if someone told me that, I would die laughing, like, he was like, but it was so embarrassing, why did I have to make that joke? Why did I have to say that? The watermelon girl. You can't do this to us. Dude, I wish I could tell you what the joke was. Siri, stop it. Stop. Why does Siri randomly turn on? And mind you, Siri never turns on when I actually say Siri. I'm just excited. I don't even care. Like, it's, you really have to get to the point of like whatever you're doing to not care. Like, obviously you care about the success. You're gonna like want to put your best mental energy into that and be like believe in yourself, of course, but you can't base like the worth of what you're doing on the level of success and outcome, the level of success that your outcome yields. Because if you're just like basing all of the worth of what your work is doing on the success, you're completely like forgetting that just the fact that you're putting in so much work to something and you're doing something you're passionate about and you're going along on this journey, that's so important, and you're gaining so much knowledge and experience in something. I think that's what I'm just gonna value, because I'm always afraid of like the outcome. Like, what if it fails? What if this happens? What if that happens? Like, what if no one wants to buy this, or what if no one like cares? I don't think I'm even gonna base any of my I've like fully come to like peace if this doesn't work out. And if it doesn't work out, liquidation is the option. I'll liquidate it. Or I was gonna say donate, but I'm not really that nice of a person, am I now? I'm kidding. There's also like that portion of the clothes that are unpackaged and like have been used for like modeling, mannequins, stuff like that. So there's boxes and boxes of clothes that are like unpackaged. And I'm like, I could just do like a meet and greet, or so, not meet and greet, but you know, like a little pop-up where I put all those clothes in a bin and sell those clothes. Like, dude, I'm so excited for this. You're actually a good role model for physical stuff, really? That's good. If it's named after you, isn't that like doxing yourself? It's not like my last name or anything, so I won't be doxing myself, thankfully. What are you selling? I low-key had been zoning out the whole stream. My dad has a bunch of Y2K inventory, Y2K women's clothing inventory from 2002 that he was gonna sell. That it was like a designer brand that he manufactured. No, it was a designer brand that he like. It was like all designer products that he made, and then all of it's from Turkey. Interestingly enough, it's not even from like China or something. Like, all of these clothes are like from Turkey specifically, which I think is like the most random thing. And I'm going to sell these clothes. What inspired your father to get into women's clothes? I think that he just wanted to create a like business. I think he wanted to be a businessman, and he did, just not with clothing. Girl, that's bomb. OMG. Yee, I'm so excited. I'm selling opium. No, I didn't know what opium meant. How are you gonna get customers? I have a little plan. I have a little marketing strategy. Everything is marketing, guys. For real, for real. Where will you put these clothes out? I'm gonna put them out on a website. I'm gonna make the website. I have a few steps I have to complete before I get to that point. But I am so excited. I have like unfortunate news as well today. I don't take it as unfortunate. It's not a setback. It really is a set up, and it was something like that was kind of a relief off my plate. But I know Jasmine will be a really good model. I think she will, especially for the aesthetic. Jasmine, Kyla. I actually have like I have a very specific idea for how I want the models to look as well. Like their hair color. Like, I have like a very specific idea. I didn't even think about this before, but I think models and how models look is a big thing in your brand. And you can't just like have someone that doesn't go along with like your brand. Like, for example, Y2K clothes, you can't just use people who look like basic basic trendy people. You need people with like piercings and cool hair. I realize that as well. So I'm like thinking of a handful of models that I know. And I'm like, I don't even know if I will need models, but I also would like people to see it on different people, different body types and skin color. So that like you could envision it better if you want to buy it yourself. Do you have any pictures of the clothes? Okay, guys, I'm going to actually show you guys the clothes soon, but I can't show you it now because there's like, I don't want anyone to reverse image search the clothes. So I need to do some background clean up the internet a little bit. Safety reasons, essentially. Car mannequins. Where they have frosted tips and shit. Get Mechatronic glass of water. Well, marketing idea is that the handbag isn't the product, we the product. Oh, so smart. That's why so many models don't have that many photo shoots. Like, they can't book that many photo shoots. It's a safe place to say I used to be a diehard gothic in high school. Dude, it's totally a safe place to say that. Do you have any pictures? I used to be really, like, cringy emo. Like, the type of emo that was, like, I was, like, Panic at the Disco. What is top? 21 Pilots. MCR. Fall Out Boy. I think that's worse than being hardcore goth. I'm not worried about anyone stealing my idea, but I am worried about people reverse image searching my clothes. But I'll do it this week. I brought home a bunch of clothes to show you guys. I do have pictures, but I may be a bit too embarrassed to share. That's okay. Understandable. Did you really have lunch with Brendan Urie from Panic at the Disco? Did you really? This is true. Emma, please, Shay is begging. You're gonna have to charge for those pictures, Emma. Y'all. I don't know if I should talk about this on stream. It's not like they're gonna see it. It's not even bad news. It's just like, it was like frustrating part of the week. Not even frustrating. I thought it was good. Okay. So passes. When I was starting passes, I decided to work with like a management team company, and they were like, I had them vetted through a different source, and it seemed like they were used to more like OF style of, like clients. And I made it super clear from the beginning that I was like, I really don't want it to even be mistaken as anything along the lines of like OF when I start passes. I don't want it to even look like that. Like, I want all the marketing for it. I don't even want to like trick people into like, even if that would mean people would assume it is an OF and then they would go buy it because it looks that way. Like, I don't even want to trick people. Like, I don't want any sort of thing like that, because my brand and my integrity to my brand is really, really important. First of all, I don't want to trick people into buying anything. Like, for me, integrity, brand integrity, there's nothing more important. I don't want someone to think I'm selling something that I'm not. And second, I don't want people to think that what I'm selling is low quality. So the management that I started working with, I thought they were really great. I was like, I'm gonna just see how this goes. And it seemed like they really understood my vision of like, I know it's passes, and passes doesn't even allow content like that. but I don't even want it to like be mistaken. I don't want people to just see selfies of me. The type of content I wanted to do was like story time, behind the scenes, like deeper look at my life, like stuff like that. And I made that clear. I was like, this is the content that I want, right? And so anyway, so then I like let them I was like, you know what, I'm gonna trust these people. I've explained my vision a bunch of times. I've told them what I wanted, da 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 da, and I'm just gonna trust them. And it took me kind of like a while to launch it, and they were like waiting on me for a while to launch it, partially because I got really sick, but then another reason was because like I just felt like I felt this like weird feeling about it. I was like, I don't know if they like are really going to go along with my vision. Like they keep agreeing to it, but it doesn't seem like they're like helping me come up with like a structure. Like okay, then we're going to post these videos this day, this video that day. Like they weren't really they were just like, can we just get like pictures of you from your camera roll? And I was like, okay, but like, you know, I'll trust them. And I launched it. And then I was like, and then when I launched it, they like didn't help with anything, and I like promoted it, and it seemed like they weren't posting anything else, and they weren't like really like doing any upkeep for the first day. And I was like, okay, weird. And then they were like, hey, just so you know, we're gonna need about like 5,000 members, and you only have like 20 right now. Like, our goal is 5,000. So I'm like, okay, yeah, 5,000. I mean, I could get there in like maybe months. Like, okay. And so I was like, okay. And then they were like, okay, we're going to need you to like make a post on your main profile grid to promote this. And I was like, okay, my posting schedule is that I can post on Sunday. I can't post today, but I can like post on Sunday in like 4 days. And so in between those 4 days, they weren't posting. They didn't like upkeep anything, and they didn't like do really like anything. And these were people that I really did vet. Like I really did vet this company, and they were like a trusted source, I felt like. And I was like, okay. Like I don't know. I was just like, why aren't they doing anything? And like I messaged him and I was like, hey, like, you know, I'll take care of a few things for now. I don't even know what I said. I think I just tried to, and then also what they had posted on there wasn't even what I wanted. It was like I had sent them like a package, like 600 photos and videos of like photos, videos, stuff to put behind the scenes that I'd never posted before. A lot of the videos were stuff that I like worked on specifically for passes. And yeah, 5,000 members is a lot. Genuinely, I was a little shocked by that number. I could probably get that if I started real OF. And like, but anyways. So like 600 pictures and videos. And somehow the ones that were picked out to be put up were like specifically like the only ones that were like me looking like seductive, I guess you could say. Like the really good looking ones of me just like it just looked like selfie porn. And I'm like, dude, how out of 600 photos and videos did you like specifically only pick out the ones where I'm like looking like sexy? Like there was maybe like 1% of me looking sexy, and then like 99% of me doing like normal things. Jamie Presley. Oh my gosh. Jamie Presley.
Face emoji.
Thank you so much, Siberian Duck. And when all of this was happening, I was like, this is actually horrible. Because I've like launched this now. Thinking, and they're posting all of these and then it even got to the point where I messaged him. I was like, I'm sorry, like I had to change a heart about some of these selfies. Someone like, how did you specifically only find like the really sexual looking selfies? I like actually couldn't believe it. I was like, what? And I had so much like hope for this, and I still do. But in the moment, I was like, wow, I had so much hope for this. I had so many content ideas. They're not posting my videos. I made so much video content for this. None of it got posted. None of it is even in the vault. I keep checking the vault, looking like, have they uploaded it yet? No. And then they messaged me a few times saying, hey, we're going to need like 5,000 members. And I'm like, what? It turns out they needed 5,000 members to do anything. To even help me, it would seem. And I'm like, I'm not going to be promoting it and you guys are posting nothing. And just until I get 5,000 members while you like scam my fans. I don't know. It felt so scammy. Like, it was like they wanted me to like get to 5,000 before they were like willing to help manage the page. And sexy selfie. I mean, it's selfies. It's not like I haven't posted these on literally like Instagram before or something. Like, I posted these on my Instagram stories, like not these exact ones, but super similar. It's just like, it's like out of like 600 pieces of content, you couldn't like find something that was like silly, like, or the videos that I made. And I'm like, okay, I need to have a serious talk with them. And actually, at the same time, they're like, hey, we're going to have a meeting. So we had a meeting. And they basically said, like, in a really nice, polite way, that it doesn't make sense for them to be helping me since I have such a low amount of members. And I'm like, dude, I can't even promote that. I didn't say this, but I'm like, I can't even promote this bullshit. I can't even promote this, like, shitty scam. I literally can't promote this literal scam. But the good news is I'm still running my passes and I'm fixing it. And I, like, in the past 2 days, I've, like, dedicated the past few days to just, like, fixing it completely. And it's gonna just be run by me. I'm like, I am not letting someone else run my stuff again like that. Like, I'll like maybe hire someone to like help me come out, like post stuff for me, click post and manage the page for me when I ask them to, but I am not letting someone else run my page. Like, I have such a specific vision and integrity, and this happened a different time before, and like a couple other times when I've like wanted to work in partnership with people and like, let's partner on something. It's like their vision is so different than mine, and honestly, it's really hard to find people with integrity who are in business. It's really hard to find people who like don't have a scammy mindset. It's like almost not. What's the scam? It's not, nothing really was a scam. It was like, I feel like it just didn't, what they wanted to do was more like an OF type of route where it's like, give as little as possible, give the bare minimum amount of content, and people will pay enormous amounts for bare minimum. And also like only post like the skimpy stuff. Like, that'll get, like, quick views and stuff, or, like, that will get quick purchases. And so, yeah, now, it's now all run by me, and now I have a posting schedule on there, and so for the next week, I am going to be, like, this is, mind you, this is something that I was working with someone else with for 3 months to create, and now I just kind of have to redo it all, like, in the course of like a couple days. It was like such a, like, I don't doubt that their method, it's not really even scamming. It was like their method is just like what pretty much every like OF girl does. And I was not trying to run like an OF where I'm just like posting selfies and then men pay for it. Also, like, okay, if I'm like, if like the grab is that it looks like I'm posting selfies and then people come over thinking that they're gonna get like goon content, and then I'm just posting get ready with me story time, hitting the gym, those type of videos, like, it's gonna be so not worth it to these people. I can do a forward roll, yes. They work when they work because two people just really make a great team. The scam is people think they're getting sexy content. Exactly what Squabishaw said. Sorry, I didn't even word that very well, but that's like the scam. Like, you think you're getting sexy content. And I'm like, hello? That's not... Thank you, Squabishaw, for explaining that. So... Which was never... And I even was like... I even said this to them. I was like, the reason a lot of people in my chat want to, like... have asked me for a platform like this is because, like, in my chat specifically on Twitch, people want return readings and tarot card readings. Like, people just want stuff like that. And cameos. Why were the cameos set to like $100? The cameo videos were $100. I need to still fix it. I still need to fix it, but the cameo videos are $100. That's literally just gonna make people think that like it's like explicit videos. And I'm like, yeah, that's like really good for like I don't know. It's really good for making money, and I'm sure it works for so many people, but for me, I'm like, again, integrity is always going to be the most important. I'm not going to charge someone $100 to like for me to say happy birthday, Wilson. That wouldn't even be my cameo, but you know, $35. I think, yeah, they were like selling $35 pictures. I don't even know if I've like fixed all of it because there's so much to fix. But guys, it'll be my vision by the end of this week. My vision will materialize by literally the end of this week. And it will be all better, and I really need to apologize too. To you guys. Also, if you subscribed and you feel like you have been if you're like, no, this is what I wanted, and you feel that way, DM me, and I can give you a free month to make up for the month that you paid for. I will give you a free month of access if you want. I can do that. I'm pretty sure I can do that. But yeah, like Blacklight District, I can give you a free month to make up for the one that you just paid for. I did learn a lesson in working with people. There's plenty of red flags with that, but people paying $35 think they're getting a nipple at least. Yes, even the fact that it's priced $35 makes people think that they're getting something different. No, I'm not having a passionate speech against passes. I'm having a passionate speech against passes is great. I actually really like passes. I think they're great. I'm talking about the management company that I chose. But if you make your account again, message me and I'll give you a free membership for a month to make up for the one that you paid for. I'm so irritated. Let's nuke everybody. It's 4:20 tomorrow? Guys, I just realized I forgot not only my grandma's birthday this month, but also Rocco's. I feel so bad I forgot Rocco's birthday. Rocco has been the first person to message me for my birthday for years now. I feel horrible. But I'm glad that this is like an issue that got cleared up within 2 weeks of me having it and not like months. And I've also like had things. Yeah, I thought so too, because I paid the $19 per sub, which I did on my own accord. But I was surprised there was also photos you had to pay for. But anyways, we support the dude. Oh my god, that was another thing. When I did like the digging in it, like when I was digging in it, because I didn't like dig into the mechanics of how the app worked before. I did like, of course, surf around. I didn't know like very specific mechanics. Like people who pay for a membership still have to pay. And I was like, I'm trying to think of a word here that I can actually use on Twitch. Are they stupid? Are they like it felt like horrible. I felt like I was scamming people. Of course it's like not scam, but it is. It feels that way. So Shay, I will literally pay for, not pay, but I can like give it to you. If you message me and you want a free month, anyone who subscribed, I will give you a free month, literally. And yeah, there's 2 subscription paywalls. Actually 3. One is like $150. Oh, that was another thing. There's like a $5 or $20, and then $150. That's all really confusing to me, and I feel like it's potentially confusing to a customer. You know what customers aren't going to be confused by that? OnlyFans customers. They understand that stuff. I'm not trying to attract those, like so, and then I was like, why is the $150 one like what I didn't even see the difference between each one. It was kind of like the same type of pictures posted in each category, and I'm confused. OF customers don't even pay that much. Source personal experience. Well, I don't know. I have some OF friends who have people paying wild amounts for the most ridiculous things. Yeah, $150 doesn't even unlock all pictures, and I'm confused by this. It felt like such, like, not for me. It's not for me. But what is for me is I do like the platform itself. I love the platform. I think the perks are really good. I think the actual passes people are super generous, great people. They even have a studio where you can go and make content in LA there. Like, how much you've been on OF already, Carm? So I'm glad you cleared this up, because it honestly confused me. It didn't seem like you. I'm glad you had the thought that it didn't seem like me, because it wasn't me, and it was horrible. And I've learned my lesson this year, because there's actually been a couple people who I've either wanted to partner with, or actually like basically did or almost did partner with, and the people, I've made the mistake of, first of all, partnering with people. I'm not built for partnerships. I have such specific visions for things. It's the same reason I wouldn't be in a band. Like, I'm a control freak, and it's a flaw, and I'm a perfectionist, and it's a flaw, but also that's why I am the way I am. I have like very weird, wonky visions of my own that I need to see through, and in my experience, every time that I've let someone have jurisdiction over my vision, it ruins it so bad. Evil Scorpio. This is my evil little I'm selfish. I'm a control freak. I'm a perfectionist, and I need things to be my way. And if I work with someone, they have to be working for me. And I can't work with someone when I have a vision. It's like with my ex. Like, my ex and I tried to like partnership with videos, but we both had very strong visions that completely clashed. Like, I wanted to do what I do now in content, which is make like these more like authentic videos. He wanted me to act like a child, basically, on the internet, and talk in a weird voice and act disassociated, which actually I was just disassociated making these videos. And it might sound like I can't work with people, but I can work with people. They just have to work for me. And that sounds so selfish, but it's true. Damage Inc. But, okay, anybody, genuinely anybody who purchased it, let me know, and I'm going to, give you a free month. And within that month, everything will be better. There's going to be so much better content. I was really excited to launch it, and the launch was horrible. And I'm just going to have to take the L and realize I made a huge public mistake. I'm going to sneak in and get a free month. Caught. I mean, you can. I don't know if it's going to make it. Hold on. Let me see about free months real quick. There's like a thing in here that's like memberships. You can gift a membership to somebody. Hopefully it doesn't like make me pay for them. Hello? No, I would pay for it because I feel so guilty. Okay, well, I don't see it right here, but it's somewhere. It's like a little thing that I saw earlier that was like gift a membership. But what do you guys think of all of that? I feel so bad. I feel so bad, but the good thing is that it's not a complete failure. It was a mistake and I'm changing it ASAP as possible. It's taking a few days because it's just like so much actual work that I have to do to like reroute it and stuff. But yeah. DM me or whisper me on here. You can whisper me here. It's gonna be the easiest to just whisper me on Twitch. And let me know if you would like me to gift you a free month membership. If you have bought the just send me a screenshot that you've like bought the membership, and I'll gift you next month free or something like that. I don't think it's your fault from my point of view. Anyone who bought it wanted to support you anyways. Oh, Shay, thank you. I really want to give back as much as possible when people support me. Hey, yo, not gonna lie, I bought 3 months already. Can I please get a free month? This is a lie. You guys are so funny. The story time is never being finished. This is a Carmaxlla stream experience. You guys actually have to keep me. Alex 2! Wait. Oh, Alex 2 Smith! Let me put Alex 2 Smith on the board. Alex 2 Smith has entered month 5. 12-month gift subscription of Alex 2 Smith. Alex 2 Smith is amazing. I love you, Alex 2 Smith. So much. It's clearly Harlots. Wait, was it Harlots? Who? Hold on. One second. Thank you so much, Alex 2 Smith. These look like the same color. Are these the same color? Did I just do the same color? Did I drop the management? Yes. Actually, they kind of dropped me. It was very mutual. And they called me and they're like, it just doesn't make sense for us to do any work if you don't have like 5,000 people. In a polite way, they said that. They're like, we don't want to take your money. We don't think it makes that much sense for you to have like a whole management team if you're making below 5,000. And it's like, dude, I like kind of I should have just like said this to their face earlier on, but be like, I kind of refuse to like promote this if it's not exactly what I want. And also, I just it felt like so micromanagey, like I had to micromanage people. I'll probably, not doing OF content sponsored by the literal harlots. I think Alex C. Smith gave harlots 2 months sub, 12 months sub, 12 months. I need. What were they out of? I know people in Miami or they were out of California. Which I'm kind of at a disadvantage not living in LA, because it's really almost impossible for me to find a manager, for me to find brand deals, for me to do any of this stuff outside of LA. People who get brand deals and stuff living outside of LA, the amount of work and effort that they themselves have to put in for every brand deal, it's like herding cats. Like it's a very hard thing. Like I have friends here who'll get sponsorships, but they have to like go with very I don't want to say like low level brands, but yeah, low level brands or low level like payout. And not living in LA is a big hindrance to finding like vetted management. And when I did go to LA, it was like opportunity after opportunity after opportunity being offered, and then I'm like, I don't live here. I can't even like, oh, come on this talk show. It's like the like big things, like, or come on to this podcast, come on to this YouTube channel, and I'm like, these are huge and this could really advance my career, but I'm literally not living here. I don't. I'd have to fly back here for that. You have clothes, be your own brand. Yeah. I think being your own brand is better because then I can say whatever I want. Apparently, like, a brand, this is alleged. This is when I had, like, a different manager. A different manager. Apparently, like, a brand had, like, decided not to work with me because a video that I posted where I was like, it's just Coke. People do Coke at parties. Get over it. I said something like that. And I think that's actually funny. Was it worth losing a huge brand deal over? Is authenticity worth your soul? I don't know. Did I really lose it if I never had it? If I get a good brand deal, does that mean I can't be silly anymore? I can't express myself? I don't know. She said, grow up. I deleted them from my Instagram. Apparently, brands do not like jokes about drugs. You can't be joking about drugs. And then my manager's like, basically, like, I talked to some other people about it. It seemed like you were just admitting to doing drugs. And I was like, that's the funny part. Sorry. It's not funny at all. Drugs are not funny. But there's a lot of things that we joke about in our real life that we don't joke about on the internet for some reason. It's kind of like the internet is like mom and dad, and real life is like our uncle. We can say whatever we want in real life. I can say, it's just Coke. Is this illegal? Like, there is so much that I can joke about in real life that I cannot joke about on the internet. And I think I can't joke about Coke anymore, and I've never done it. I've literally never done it. I think that makes it even funnier to me to joke about because it's not even personal. It might, like, be personal to some people. Sorry to them. Also, there's a reason I want to be a streamer and not, like, a regular influencer. I like streaming because I'm a social animal. I'm a social being. I love talking to you guys one-on-one so much. And I grew up home. Yeah, guys, I'm a weirdo. I'm kind of a weirdo. I grew up homeschooled and isolated. I'm not normal, like, socially. Like, this is the best way to communicate to people. Like, this is my best way. I'm very weird. and bizarre and socially inept. This is like a dream for me. But secondly, realness. I like that being a Twitch streamer, you could just be flawed. Because it's like there's less of an expectation to be like, oh, you could have just edited that out. You didn't have to keep that joke in. You could have edited that out. That was kind of fucked up of you to say about cocaine, Carmaxlla. You really posted, you really hit post. But on live, it's just kind of me. Like, yeah, this is just what I joke about, actually. Like, if you knew me in real life and you were my friend, you would probably hear me joking about coke quite a bit. And same with, like, TikTok. When I got banned for making a joke about Osama bin Laden, you might hear me make a couple of Osama bin Laden jokes in my day-to-day. If you knew me in real life, and that's a good thing, like, the thing I like about Twitch is, like, I'm not even trying to be like, oh, it's a place I can be offensive, and I can be offensive as I want, yeah. But we're human, y'all. If you're not making terroristic jokes and being arrested for them, have you even lived your life yet? This you, Carm. Offensivity stinks. Yeah, the thing about offensive jokes is like really offensive jokes is like, I have friends, this is, sorry to my friends who are listening to this, I have like friends in the content creator world, comedian world, who have been canceled for their jokes. And you know what the harsh truth about that is if the joke was really funny enough, you actually wouldn't have been canceled for it. That's the harsh truth. That's the harsh truth. I've heard very offensive jokes be taken very lightly just because it was funny to people on the internet. And that's why, like, think about Theo Von. If you really go through Theo Von's jokes, they are horrendously offensive if you just really think about it. It's like, oh my gosh. But there's not, it really took for Theon to be really supporting, like, Trump. And I don't know what he did. He did something like supporting Trump. I forgot what it was. It took him actually literally supporting Trump for people to be offended by him. Yeah, it seemed like Theo Von, people switched up on him a lot over Trump. Wait. Because what we're yapping about right now is unfocused. Sorry, it's so unfocused. You want to hear about my recent moments of social ineptitude? Ineptitude. Wow, Blacklight, you just taught me a word. I don't know, like, I'll have friends being like, I was canceled for just telling jokes. Jokes are illegal now. And I'm like, and then they'll show me the joke, and I'm like, girl, your joke just wasn't funny. That's why it didn't land. If people laughed at it, if it was funny enough that people laughed, they probably would look past the offensive part. That's just kind of how a lot of it goes. That's the unfortunate truth. Gotta be careful, Brusco is a mod here. Hi, Grinchy. I just realized who it was. Grinchy, how was your time in Colombia? If Theo Von said he fucked his cousin, he did. Oh my gosh. Great, good food, good people, good country. One of the best countries in the world, man. It might be overrun by drug lords, but that's the best country in the world. Renan, thank you so much for gifting a sub. I'm gonna put a star near your name. The more drug there is, the better the country with the sole expectation of Chile. There's a chart. There's a Venn diagram. Is Carmaxlla? I once got banned by one streamer just for trying to gesture maxing where the jokes fell flat. Marius banned for gesture maxing. Hi, Gabe. What's up? I was wondering why the grocery's so expensive. Got like 4 things. Dude, I haven't filled up my gas tank in forever. I'm just hoping the prices will go down. It's costing me a fortune, bruh. It's costing me a fortune, y'all. A 10-10 talk show host? Oh my gosh. That is so sweet of you to say. I'm gonna pin your comments to make me feel better about myself.
Paddling the school canoe.
I'm a 1 out of 10 at choosing management, though. I did not go out of the country, but I did last year. I don't know what a biodiesel is, but yeah, you gotta be careful what you're... I can manage for 1%. Sold. Level 1 hype train, oh my gosh. Fine, 0.002% you can pay me. Or until you could pay me. Where the hell was the view on your story? Wait, what was the view? Oh, that one? That was Virginia. Looked like Brazil or something. That was Virginia. Virginia has some cool mountains. That was the Appalachian. Carla, can I crochet you an ugly duckling, Emma? Nothing would honor me more than an ugly duckling. There was once a girl in our Discord who we had like one day we had a Discord party call. That was when our Discord was very active. And we had a little Discord party, and the party, there was a girl in it, and she had a duck. Like, it just showed up. She's like, can I show you all my duck? And we were like, what? We thought she meant, like, dick or something. And she pulled out an actual live duck, and it was like, rah, rah. And it was in her bedroom. Couldn't believe my eyes. It was so cute. I love ducks. Send me duck pics. Send duck pics. Dude, but when we were going to Virginia, there were so many memories that all came back to me. Number 1, the first memory. We come down the exit. We pass the hotel, the motel, the pet-friendly motel that I stayed the night in when we, like, were low-key homeless. And we low-key, like, just had to stay in the motel low-key. And I had a goat. And my goat we brought her into the motel, but she couldn't stop pooping everywhere. And it was also my dog. It was like basically we're taking a zoo into the motel. And so the dog walks in, the goat walks in on a leash like the dog. The goat low-key blended in with the dog. Like by first glance, most people thought she was a dog. And they didn't think that it was a goat. So she comes in and she starts pooping everywhere. And I'm like, nah, this is ruining the ambiance of the motel. So we put her into the bathtub, like the bathroom, where like it was like easily controlling the poop. But unfortunately, she got separation anxiety from me. So she starts going, bah! Bah! And I'm like, oh dear, this cannot be. And she just uncontrollably pooping because probably she was scared of the new environment. And she was uncontrollably like bleeding, like, bah! Bah! And she's just losing it. It was a baby goat. And is probably ruining everyone else's night to hear the goat uncontrollably screaming and pooping in my bathroom. So I decided to take her and keep her outside for the night. And she stayed outside. We had like a big dog crate, and we set up the dog crate and set her outside, which is pretty much her actual life normally, is just living outside. So she was much more peaceful being in a crate at night outside than being in a snuggly motel. But I guess that's how goats are. I personally would choose the motel, but Jasmine the goat decided to be outside. My dog wanted to be inside, though. I'm going to say this with all due respect. You do know the difference between a goat and a dog, right? I understand why you would ask me that question, because I do have a streak of misunderstanding things of such nature. So, but I do, in this case, yes, know the difference between a dog and a goat. A goat would have hoofs, I think. A long streak. If her intestines are completely empty, she can't poop uncontrollably. Dude, she just couldn't stop. I didn't know where this poop was coming from. You know? I think it was like nervous poop coming from like... Oh my god! Oh my god, Alex Two Smith, thank you so much for the 20 gifted! Alex Two Smith, thank you so much for the 20 gifted. Oh my god. Alex Two Smith, wait, you're already on the board. Wait, I'll put 20 stars near your name. Oh my god, everyone. Can everyone say W Alex Two Smith? Thank you so much, Alex Two Smith, for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh my gosh, you look like the Star-Spangled Banner. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Alex Two Smith. You the best, bro. Dude, Alex Two Smith is the GOAT. Thank you so much. Thank you so gift maxing. Alex Two Smith is gift maxing. Where's Jasmine the goat now? Jasmine the goat has passed away a couple years ago. Story too sad for me. This is too sad. But I do want another goat in the future, because goats are like my favorite animal. Also, I love goat milk. Alex is a goat just like Jasmine. I didn't know she was ill. She wasn't. She died suddenly of like, I don't even know if it was suddenly. I think she'd suffered. But I had a friend watching her, and that's when she passed away. She died with her baby. She had a baby, and I named the baby Cherry. The tragedy was that she had a child with her dad. That's a tragedy? Of course, yes. But at least she didn't die a virgin. We're talking about a goat here. Please don't clip that out of context. Oh my god, wait! Alex just did the seal costume. Wait. Oh my god. I need to do the seal costume. Wait, guys. I'm going to be in the seal costume for the rest of the stream. Hold on. Let me put the seal costume on. I feel like Batman right now, transforming into the seal. The seal costume. Whoa. Okay, this seal costume. Treasure Train, save 35% 35% on 5 or more gifted subs. Oh my gosh, we have a... Oh, oops. We have a... Oh my gosh! Ord. Oh. Hello, everybody. I'm the seal. Carmaxlla is gone. Just Carmaxlla the seal is here. Only Carmaxlla the seal. I dare you to show up at Martin's work wearing that. Dude, I went to Martin's work once and this big guy comes up to me and I'm like, oh dear. And he's super drunk and he's like, oh, you're a pretty girl. And I was like, oh, good. I was like, where's Martin? He could have been 80. And I'm like, and he's like, no, you're just gorgeous. You are just, Martin really picked well right here. And I was like, oh, he knows Martin. He's like, Martin picked out a good one. Yeah, Martin picked out a good one right here. He was like, Martin really did a good thing right here. And I was so relieved to know that this guy knew Martin, and then Martin came up and he's like, you need to leave her alone. He was like, okay, buddy, let's go sit down. And he's like, yeah. What happened to the seal you abused with it was pregnant? Well, oh. This part has permanently been torn open. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, she's here. She's okay. And she has her children still. She has all of her children. And her husband. She has her husband and children. Ort. What were we talking about? I know it's not complete without the fish. Ord. Not Kevin!
Ort.
Thank you so much, not Kevin! Not Kevin is back. Not Kevin is back. Oh my god. Kevin. Not Kevin. Thank you so much for the dono. Seal maxing. Not Kevin. Single-sided tape is in the chat. Sealed for your protection. The seal outfit looks hot. Oh, the Lost in the Woods story? There wasn't even a story there. It was literally that we went to go to the quarry and on a path that Martin allegedly takes all the time. I've only been there once. And Martin goes on that path a lot. He's been there a lot. And I rely on the Martin. I say, okay, I'll rely on Martin to take us home because we had to leave early. Because you know what Martin did? You know what he did? He climbed a tree barefoot. And I mean, he climbed it like a squirrel would. And shockingly enough, the bottom of his feet got completely scraped up because he's climbing it like a big gorilla. And climbs up the tree like a gorilla, gets all cut up, and I had to leave early for my stream, so he came with me. Oh my god, not Kevin!
I'm thinking about quitting my job and becoming a Rod Stewart impersonator.
I'm thinking about quitting my job as a Rod Stewart impersonator and becoming a Rod Stewart impersonator. Wait, I want to hear your impression. Wow, thank you so much for the dono. Let me do a star by your name. Thank you so much, not Kevin. So yeah, we went back and we just kept taking wrong turn after wrong turn, and I gave us enough time to get home and stream in time for stream with like a little extra time, but we ended up walking in circles in the woods trying to find our exit for the longest time, and I was like, dude, we're gonna miss the stream. So I message you guys and I say, guys, I'm gonna be a little bit late. But by the time I got back, there was a lot of stuff that had come up, and actually the main reason I ended up canceling stream was because not only, oh my god, I forgot to tell you guys, Ellie died. Ellie died that day. And it was a little bit of a big day for the family. And the second thing was the very next day I went to Virginia. And I had this whole trip planned for Virginia. And I was like, dude, I'm not going to have time to go home, be late for stream, and get ready to go on this trip. And deal with all the Ellie stuff. Ellie is our dog. So Ellie is so we had a foster dog named Ellie. My grandma runs a Dachshund Rescue. And not like the Dachshund Rescue, and like the Dachshund Rescue, and she needed someone to take care of her most problematic dog. Mind you, this is someone who's been doing dog rescue for decades, and this is the most problematic dog she's ever had, to the point where she had to like outsource the like help for this dog. She needed an entire family of 7 to all collectively take care of this dog. And when I tell you guys, there was not enough work we could do to take care of this dog. She had to pee maybe 60 times a day, right? She probably had painful bladder syndrome. She would uncontrollably pee herself. Like, if she drank water, she would immediately just uncontrollably pee herself. She would just uncontrollably pee. And poop. So we would have to take her outside literally every 15 to 30 minutes. 7 family members could not do enough. It was like no amount of work was ever enough to fix this issue. Secondly, she was covered in warts. And the warts bled everywhere. She became more wart than dog by the end. The warts would bleed. So we're constantly cleaning blood off of stuff. Third, she had been abused in her past life. She was, in her last home, they food abused her. Not the worst way to food abuse a dog, but she was overfed and treated horribly food-wise, which gave her really bad food aggression. I'm guessing it seemed like the previous owner just fed her. If she was aggressive and begging for food, I think they were just giving her food. It sounds like me. Yeah, it also sounds like my best friend Melissa. Ellie is literally, that's why Melissa connected so much. That was like her soulmate animal. What is it called? A soul animal, a spirit. That's literally her spirit animal. Ellie was, no wonder Melissa liked Ellie so much. She would like she was Ellie. Has her ghost, don't speak ill of the dead, has her ghost shown up yet? Sorry, Ellie, I don't mean to sound complaining. I'm more so exposing Ellie's quality of life. And the thing was, as soon as these like bodily issues showed up, we've been taking her to the vet. Well, obviously because she's a foster dog. The rescue, you know, you have to take the dog regularly to the vet, like all the time. Like these foster dogs get treated better medical treatment than maybe like the average child in America. Can't take you serious as a seal. Understandable. Ellie is a 4 health issue girl. She's like us, our 4th health issue. Yes. Ellie, her food aggression caused her to like say we for example dropped a piece of onion on the floor. She like nosedived and like she would like maul you to get that onion peel. It was like she was like a scary little dog. And it's not like being bit by a Chihuahua. Dachshund bites are very powerful. Chihuahua bites, I've been attacked by Chihuahuas all the time, and the most they'll do is like break skin a little bit, but there's more bite force for a dachshund. Like being bit by Ellie and she had all her teeth. So her food aggression like also caused her like, how many dogs have attacked you in total? I don't countless. I don't know. Let's see. I got attacked by German Shepherd twice. I got attacked by a pit bull mix. That was it was allegedly mixed. It just fully looked like a pit bull. It was mixed with a beagle, which it had the body, shape, face, everything of a pit bull, but it was just lower to the ground. Carmaxlla is a dog attack magnet, low key, guys. Well, the first time I got attacked by a dog, it was my fault. It was because we had an electric fence and I was a little kid, and I was walking my dog around the yard, and she had an electric shock collar, an electric fence, and I was like a little kid, and oh, you know what happened? She escaped the fence. And I was like adrenalined out chasing her down. Like I was so scared because there was a highway if you ran far enough. And she ran off, and I like dragged her back. And when I finally caught her, I was like genuinely like blacking out in fear. Like how scary of a situation it was to lose my dog. And finally, when I was getting her back, I was walking her. I wasn't thinking at all. And I didn't think about her collar. Mind you, I was like probably like 8 years old or something. I was really not thinking. And I was like only thinking about getting her back. So I walked her across the electric fence, and immediately she was electrocuted, and she whipped her head back and accidentally bit me in the face. And I just had blood pouring down my face. And I feel so bad for her because she knew that she felt really bad, I could tell. What does traje mean? Renan, what does traje mean? I'm sorry. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the bits, Renan. And so, oh, outfit? Well, thank you. So she reached back and bit me in the face. Maybe multiple times, I don't know. It was like a knee-jerk reaction. And she felt so bad, and I felt so bad that she felt bad. I was like, no, I feel so... And I also electrocuted her. I felt horrible. I just was not thinking. I forgot about the electric collar. I think I thought it wasn't on her, because somehow she escaped the electric fence. Anyways, it doesn't matter. That's why your face looks like that. And then there was another time. Most of my dog attack incidents happened because... I had a really reactive dog as a kid, and it was just so reactive, and the dog didn't attack me, obviously, except for that one time, but it would like attract trouble. Like other dogs would come up to my dog to try to fight it, and then I'd break it up. Like for example, so there was this one pit bull, that one pit bull I speak of. He was abused in his past life, and then our friends got him after his history of abuse. And I think abused pit bulls are really dangerous dogs. As far as pit bulls go, I love pit bulls because I've been around a lot of pit bulls, but I also know that they're like the most unpredictably like crazy dogs. Like they're like big war machine sized chihuahuas. They're like so unpredictable, and people think chihuahuas are just, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, chihuahuas are evil little creatures because they're small." So people don't think to they don't think to like train the dog because they're so small, and that's why they came out evil. Then why don't like, what's another small breed? Why don't like dachshunds have that same reputation of being like insane, hateful little creatures? It's like the breed. So pit bulls can be very reactive. It's the same as, okay, so if someone got a husky and they live in Texas, I would judge that person. If someone got a border collie and they lived in a apartment, I would judge that person. Because at the end of the day, your breed really doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter how you raise the dog. You're tormenting the dog as long as you're not like allowing it to have the life that it was bred to be. So if you have a pit bull, you do have to be aware that those were bred to be fighting dogs. And I had a friend who basically rescued pit bulls, kind of, and he had a whole shelter of them, had tons of them, and even he was like, "Yeah, these are scary dogs, because they will like turn on you in a moment's notice, or they'll turn on another dog and just maul the dog. It's like they have like a vengeful spirit sometimes, the same as chihuahuas." Even he was like, they have a personality that like you have to be really careful with. He was like, "I wouldn't have this around a child." Like, he was like, there's some of my pit bulls that are like so kind I could never picture them like hurting one of my kids. So obviously I let my kids around those ones. But then there's some that are like so sweet sometimes. Like there was one named Peaches that he rescued. Peaches put a hole in my dog. Peaches got a hold of my dog. Peaches, sweet little Peaches, man. Peaches was a sweet little dog. Until she wasn't. Her name was Peaches too. It made it worse somehow. There's no such thing. There's not, I don't know where the pit bulls or nanny dogs came from. That's not true. Dude, I don't think that pit bulls are bred to be fighting dogs. The nanny thing came from like something kind of different. And a lot of pit bull owners are like, "No, they were bred to take care of children." Yeah. And other animals. No, they were not. Otherwise, they would actually be good at that. And some pit bulls have like the best personalities, like almost close to human. Like the intelligence of some of the pit bulls I've met make me want a pit bull because I'm like, they're so smart. They're like me. They think like a person. They're so cuddly and adorable, and like I feel like I could speak human sentences to it and it would just understand anything. If I said, "Hey, can you help me take out the trash?" it probably would. Their jaws make much more dangerous than most other breeds. That's true. But you know it's where like I don't know if they have a different bite force. I don't know. German Shepherd bites are like somehow more painful than pit bull bites. I don't understand. Even the guy, my friend who rescued the pit bulls, he's like, "I've been bit by German Shepherds and I've been bit by pit bulls. You get bit by a German Shepherd, you're cooked." Those things are way more painful because they have like a different type of bite. Guys, this seal is talking about getting bitten by dogs. I feel like everything people say about pit bulls they could say about white people. I never thought about that. I've never made that correlation. Even without personality issues, their jaws. My blood is boiling so much right now. I'm gonna put the phone down and walk away. Brusca, that's what you get. That's what you get for always rage baiting me. Now, how does it feel to be rage baited? What if you asked a pit bull to take out the trash and it grabbed you by the collar and tossed you in a dumpster? Sorry, I'm not laughing. Is this a specific story to something? And I'm saying this all like I love pit bulls. But if you own one, you have to understand how they are, and especially if they were abused in the past, they're probably gonna have some more behavioral issues. But this one that I specifically had, it was my friend's dog, and I was gonna like help them train the dog to like sit, recall, roll over, like cute things. Also it had like a jumping issue, would jump on you, so I was like training it, and it loved me, and I loved him, and we had a great time. What this pit bull didn't know is that I had my other dog, Lady, and the pit bull did have problems. Like originally, like it would like randomly bite you. Like it would just, if it got frustrated that it like couldn't figure out the trick, it would just bite me, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, this okay, calm down. And it was like, I was working with it though. It's like, it wasn't like a terrible bite. It was like like it would just get so frustrated. Like, and I was like, okay, this dog was abused. It's probably like just needs to regulate its nervous system, you know. Yeah, like that was the most problems it had, was that like it would get frustrated by the training. So, and keep in mind, I would train my German Shepherd the same way, and she was like, it wasn't like I was like training it in a bad way. It was just like, if it couldn't figure out what, like the move very fast, it was like an impatient little dog. But anyways, so this dog, I couldn't keep my German Shepherd around this dog. They were two reactive dogs. So I would keep my German Shepherd in the kennel, which was a big space for it to run up and down. I would keep the pit bull. Actually, no, I put my dog in the horse barn. So there was a horse barn that I put my dog in, which is big area for her. Then, but I would have to like exchange them every hour. So 1 hour my dog was out, 1 hour the pit bull was out. Oh my God. When this pit bull, when it came to the awareness of this pit bull that there was another dog, like he didn't realize that there was another dog. When it came to the awareness of the pit bull that I had another dog, it really made him anxious and upset and dysregulated. I put him into the barn, and it was like a big barn. It wasn't a crappy barn. This was like this barn was a home, guys. This pit bull dug a hole somehow under the barn. I don't even know how it's possible to have done this, but the pit bull, like, I don't know, ate the foundation of the barn to escape, ran across this entire field, like an acre of a field, ran all the way, like a little missile, and latches onto my dog and just starts like a locked in missile, and starts mauling her, and she's just like, ow, ow, ow. And like I said, I had dealt with dogs fighting before, so I pick up both dogs by their collar, and I just hold them kind of like in the air away from each other, and they're not biting each other anymore. I'm telling y'all, I've always been strong. I'm telling y'all, I've always been stronger than I look, y'all. So I picked them up, and I kind of like toss my dog to like push her away, because I know that she'll just go away now. And she starts like moving away. Next thing you know, the pit bull turns around, just starts mauling me, just ripping me up, and it was going for my legs mostly. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And as soon as the dog started mauling me, then my German Shepherd starts coming back for seconds, and my German Shepherd starts attacking the dog. So then my dog, eventually, like, I separated them again and just held them and, like, called my family to come outside and grab them for me. But, and I can like hold them apart, which is like also why when I see dog fighting videos, I'm genuinely like disappointed. I'll see like people like, oh, my dog's got in a fight, or like my dog started mauling a human being, and it's like, what is the incompetence level of people? First of all, if a dog is mauling a human being, kill it immediately. That's like, kill it. Like, I don't know. They're like, I don't know. Like, I tried to like pull it off. Like, kill it. That sounds really sad to say, and I love dogs so much. Like, I want to cry to say kill a dog, but like, if it's mauling a human being. And I don't know how people can't just pull dog. I've literally pulled a Maremma, which is a Great Pyrenees, off of a German Shepherd. I don't know. Like, yeah, you'll get bit. Like I did. I've been talking way too much shit. Dude, I think it needs to be said. But yeah, the pit bull, the pit bull didn't get put down for that, but I think the pit bull in the future ended up, like I didn't say, it was my friend's dog. I wasn't gonna complain. I understood. And it was literally a dog that they were like taking off the hands of a friend of theirs. But then the pit bull ended up mauling somebody else in the future and got put down because it bit somebody else. Which made me sad because I actually really like that dog, but definitely should have been kept away from people and other animals for its own safety. I clipped it out of context on my Neuralink chip. My stepmom's dog bit her once and my dad killed it the next day. She came home with a little toy dog for it and found out when she was gone, no, my dad didn't mess around. The Dodge Charger of dogs. The dog traveled to the future. Sorry, that was vulgar to say kill the dog, but guys, if you're ever in a situation where like a human is getting absolutely like annihilated by a dog, and it's like either the dog goes or the human is like maimed for life and disabled for life, gonna have to make some quick decisions there, guys, if you ever have that come up. And I love animals, guys. Animals are like, I'm a big animal person. That makes me sad to say, but I think that's a mistake that I keep seeing in a lot of the videos of like people getting attacked by dogs, where it's like, you hate cats. Never. Cats are, I'm more of a cat person, clearly. Cats aren't the size of a Great Dane. I'm more of a cat person. Look at you in your seal costume. Lord. What time now? What if the human is a bad person? What if the human is a murderer and the dog knows that maybe some humans need to go? Well, that is a good, that's a philosophical take there. I guess, like, interesting. That's a way to put it. You could write a little philosophical essay about that. You have a munchkin cat? Are you in the Discord? Can you send a picture of it? I love munchkin cats. Get a pet fox. Oh, I would love a pet fox. You look like you clearly don't know anything about bird law. I don't think I've ever heard of bird law before. This is the third time I've seen this very seal take over Carmaxlla stream and lock her up. Why doesn't Carm invest in a door lock or call animal control? Like, seriously, she gave birth in Carm's room to several seals last time, and probably left an absolute mess. The least the seal understands is how to run a stream and entertain us meantime. Bryant. This needs to be pinned. Bryant is beginning an uprising against the seals. There's going to be a divide of the people who are okay with the seals and the people who are not okay with the seals. Remember that one story of an elephant poacher lady who was killed by the mother elephant, and then at a funeral, the same elephant went and stomped out the casket? Some animals just know shit. That's true. Some animals do just know something. But if it was like a dog who attacked a child or something, well, you know, there are a lot of, not in the dog's defense, sometimes, a lot of times the dogs are attacking the children because the parents let their children go and poke the dog. The child will be like turning the dog's eyelids inside out, and they'll be like, I don't know why our sweet Peaches attacked our child. Like, why would she do that? Now we have to put her down. She turned the eyelids inside out, but like, I don't understand. Like, she was such a good dog before this. Why do I always want Chick-fil-A on Sundays? Dude, it's a phenomenon. It's like the phenomenon of wanting something when you can't have it. Martin thinks he has scabies. It all started one day when Josh came to us and was like, y'all, are y'all itching all over? Are y'all itching all over? Do you have like all these little bumps all over you? And I had like a few of them, and I was like, yeah, I have some. And Martin's like, I have some, and reveals like 1,000,000 bumps. And it wasn't going away for Josh or Martin. For me, it was like a little bit. It was like 2 patches, and it's gotten to the point where they believe now that they have scabies. And they're like, you go to urgent care. No, you go to urgent care. If you go to urgent care, we'll know what it is. Pre-workout causes that? What? Is that true? Of course, the boys that you date have scabies. Have scabies, a disease from the 1800s. They have an easily curable pirate illness. Show us your scabies. It's like, okay, bear with me. It's hard to see, but look. It's hard to see. It's only red because I'm itching it, but it's little tiny bumps. Like, I feel like it's flea bites. I think one of them has fleas and gave it to us. Probably Josh, likely. Josh is more likely to have fleas. Who's the most likely of my friends to have fleas? Josh. What are they gonna do next that they have polio? Like, we've conquered these problems as a society. Where are your kids, Seal? Wait, where are my kids? My other kid fell on the floor. Yeah. Call CPS, I dare you. My other kid is on the floor right now, suffocating. I don't even care. They don't care about SEAL kids and CPS. Oh yeah? Call CPS, I dare you. Call it. I dare you. Call it. I'm kidding. Now this is my favorite one, and I'm going to give him survivor's guilt. And then make all the other ones hate him. So you might think he had it the best, but he actually had it the worst. Mentally. And without anyone watching, without the other one seeing, I'm gonna football throw him. Oh. And now none of the other ones are going to believe him when he said, oh, I was hurt too. I was thrown across the room too. They're going to be like, okay, yeah, you're just trying to relate to us. And then they're going to shame him and reject him. And that one will have it the worst. And why do I do this? Why? Do I torment my children? Because it's like a karmic justice on this world. They wouldn't be getting tormented if in their past lives they didn't do anything bad. If they did so well in their past lives and they were such good people in their past lives, then why did they incarnate into baby seals who are thrown at walls? And their mother is a matcha addict. A Twitch streamer matcha addict who throws them at walls. Who doesn't care about them with postpartum depression. Seems like they did something bad in their past lives to me. That's what it sounds like to me, if you ask me. Hello, I'm from the Baby Seal Protection Unit. Have to put you down. Hey! No! You don't. Knowing my luck, I'm going to be reincarnated into myself. Why is the toy seal ripped apart? I not know the answer to that. Pemis just tested positive for dysentery? What? It's funny how casual disease is in that friend group. For no reason at all. It's a completely normal friend group. That has no relations to each other in any way. Maybe a stream where you dress as a surgeon and sew the seal back up. You think I'm a good person or something? No, let it suffer. Yeah, let it suffer. I don't have time for all that. How about I sew up some money bags? I don't want them to like draft me in war as the medic just because they saw a Twitch stream where I'm sewing up something. No, I wouldn't want to give them any reason to do that. I ate a seal the other day with rice. Is this so? People eat seals? I've actually heard of that. It's probably nice and chewy. Oh. You know what type of food I've always wanted to try? I don't know if I'm saying this right. Inuit? Wait, let me look this up before I say it wrong. Am I saying it right? Inuit? Inuit food. Because they always make it look so scrumptious. I bet it's so chewy. I also just like raw fish so much. I love raw fish. Raw fish, like smoked fish, obviously, or just sushi grade fish. Like, I will eat so much of it. Specifically, like, it has to have something like spicy or like tart, like, I don't know, it's tart, sour, I don't know. Like, it needs like wasabi or soy sauce or like some kind of like mouth-watering sauce to go with it. We have so much worms, bro. Hi, World War III recruiter here. You've been chosen to sew up some wounds. Carm, what did you do to the dinosaur? Stop! Briscoe's asking you to say that, isn't he? Isn't he? You have so many teeth. I do. I went down the rabbit hole of here's another one. Here's another take. I'm gonna sound like I love humans more than animals, because I do. I'm a huge animal person, but more so than the animals. I'm so sorry. But you know, I understand the argument of like some humans could be bad. And they might deserve something, because there's not really such thing as like an evil animal, really, if you think about it. Anyways, I went down a rabbit hole of fiber optic cables I could be wrong. I could be misinformed. I think this is something Blacklight could answer for us. But the fiber optic cables going on in the Ukraine-Russian war right now, dude. Okay, I could be so wrong. I didn't go down the like most educational rabbit hole. I just went down and like watched a ton of videos on TikTok about it. I didn't like look this up in the detail, but it would seem that the drones that were that were like not connected through fiber optic were getting jammed easily. So they decided to attach like do the fiber optic drones, which means they have the wire. Like they have the wire that attaches the drone to the base. So now there's a bunch of glass wires everywhere. That's so crazy. But there are now a bunch of wires in fields, but we'll clean it up. Aw, okay, good. There were so many people in the comments being like, I feel so bad for the wildlife. And it's like, yes, I agree. I do feel bad for them. But, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, that's so insensitive. TikTok comments are so insensitive. They'll, like, sound righteous, but it's, like, so backhanded. It's like, in a war, I feel so bad for the animals. Like, yes, I do as well. But, like, the people, though. Like, hello? There's actually people being killed in the war, actually. It does really, it's horrible for the wildlife, but, like, I still feel so bad for the wires. It still baffles me how internet wires are under the sea to connect between countries. I know, it's kind of crazy to think about. You know, this stream is just going under the ocean right now for you to watch it. Is that how it works or no? Is it just magic? Have you seen some of their female soldiers like OMG smoking? Propaganda. I'm kidding. I don't even know who you're referring to, but it's there's a girl who follows me who's been like accused of being like American propaganda because she's like a cute soldier on TikTok. She's like a cute soldier and she like posts like hot girl content of being a soldier and everyone calls her a psyop. But she gave me the best makeup tips of my life, so I'm loyal to her low-key. We won't talk about America bombing an all-women's elementary school 10 days ago. No. We won't speak about that. No politics in here. Dude, what's going on in this country? Carmaxlla share tips. Dude, it was... Hold on. Oh, wait, I don't have it. I thought it would be in my purse. It was a permanent... It's called Permanent Ink Eyebrow... like marker, basically. Not marker, eyebrow makeup, like to draw on your eyebrows with, but you use it on your lips for like lip contour and it stays on it all day. Just like 2-3 days, we had a missile strikes on civilian homes. A few people died. I heard the explosions, was moderately shook. My beard started graying from all the explosions over the 4 years. That's actually horrible. I don't know how you live like that without, like, your nervous system. I mean, I guess your nervous system is just constantly wrecked. That is terrible. I know, I wish Twitch had edit buttons as well. I'm so sorry, Blacklight. Also message me about a free month of passes. Remember when the US bombed a building they thought had Bin Laden, but nobody was in the building because it was an off day, and only one janitor passed away in it? I didn't know that was a thing. Every night is New Year's Eve for him. Correct. Excuse me. Dude, Blacklight, I'm so sorry. That's like such a crazy thing to fathom for me. makes me really need to be more appreciative of where I live. I need to be much more grateful. It's kind of crazy because, like, if you're an American, you're thinking, like, in general, like, oh, obviously, like, our economy is horrible and everyone running it is on the Epstein list, and, like, there's some pretty, like, terrible things, of course, but, not but, you know, I mean, like, my biggest worry when I wake up is, like, you know, I get to, like, think about, like, building my business and, like, my future and my dreams, and I get to, like, think about vacationing and, like, yeah, I want to make money so I can go on vacations and so that I can, like, I'm thinking about, like, building my business, and yeah, like, yeah, it's, like, not super easy in this economy right now to get work for anyone, and that's really stressful and awful, but I need to be more grateful that, like, I wake up and I'm not in a war zone, and, like, my biggest worry every day is actually living and not getting blown up. Like, sorry, I'm looking like a seal having this conversation, but I'm, believe it or not, experience far more stress at work. Why? Well, I guess I don't want to ask you what you do for work. You're wearing a seal outfit. How much more grateful can you be? Ord. Do you think Palm Beach Pete is Epstein? I don't, but it's funny. I don't think it. I mean, he could be. I think they would have done a better job at covering the real Epstein. I mean, maybe. I'm open-minded to the idea. My Excel power bill is currently $5,000. What is an Excel power bill? I work on commercial HVAC and AC systems. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I gotta leave the stream right now. I'm also probably gonna have shorter streams now, like 2-hour streams, because I have a lot of stuff on my plate right now. But we will get back to longer streams soon. When I first see longer streams, but I really need to create a better foundation in my life to do longer streams. Like, I need to make enough money to move out so I can do longer streams in my new house. For example. Also, I could stream me doing, like, the clothing and stuff. Is the stream ending? Yeah, the stream is ending. I could stream me, like, taking inventory of the clothing. That might be a boring stream, but still. This is my thing. I am selfish. Alright, guys. Love you all. I'll TTYL. I'll talk to you on Tuesday. I hate one may think if you paint tomorrow, you can make more money and then move out. Oh, the next paint stream, by the way, I haven't finished the painting because I'm waiting for my arm pain to go away. I haven't rock climbed, gone to the gym, done anything where my arm pain would come back because it's going away, but it's only going away because I have put down all activity. Even sometimes I have to put down my phone and not use it if I come on. Like, I have to relax my arms completely and enter a meditative space. Because any amount of using my arms keeps bringing it back, and it's beginning to seriously go away now that, like, I've cut out all physical things with my arms. I think it will actually go away. We need to do that paint stream I was messaging you about. Dude, I'm so excited for that. But I might not be able to do it for, like, a month, at least. But I think that would be such a fun stream. Genuinely. The next paint auction will be the 7th of May. Can't use her arms anymore, Martin. Sorry. Squabishaw came up with a brilliant stream idea for paintings. It would make it easier for more people to get paintings. Emma and Shay are so cute. Shay said Emma was zoned out for good. And then Emma said, what did Emma say? I just came back. Frick. And then Shay said, I didn't mean it in a rude way. My bad, Emma. Emma said, wait, neither did I. Shay said, awkward, sorry. Emma said, LMAO, it's okay, girl. I'm sorry, too. The most, like, peaceful peacemakers over here. That was, like, so cute. Okay, bye, guys. You guys remind me of Jasmine a lot. Okay, bye. Bye, everyone. See you Tuesday. See you on Toes Out Tuesday. You all better have your toes out. Bye. Ord.